The Borrow Smart segment today being brought to you by rsrdebtfree.com, rsrdebtfree.com. What every homeowner should know about closing costs. Before making the decision to buy a home, it's important to plan for all the costs you'll be responsible for. While you're busy saving for the down payment, don't forget you'll want to prep for closing costs too. Here's some helpful information on what those costs are and how much you should budget for them. What are closing costs? A recent article from Bankrate explains, quote, closing costs are the fees and expenses you must pay before becoming a legal owner of a house, condo, or townhome. Closing costs vary depending on the purchase price of the home and how it's being financed, unquote. Simply put, your closing costs are the additional fees and payments you have to make a closing. According to Freddie Mac, while they can vary by location and situation, closing costs typically include government recording costs, appraisal fees, credit report fees, lender origination fees, title services, tax service fees, survey fees, attorney fees, underwriting fees. How much are closing costs? According to the same Freddie Mac article mentioned above, they're typically between 2 and 5% of the purchase price of your home. With that in mind, here's how you can get an idea of what you'll need to budget. Let's say you find a home you want to purchase at today's median price, $384,500. Not very likely in Orange County, but I know there are some out there in the Inland Empire. Based on the 2 to 5% Freddie Mac estimate, your closing fees could be roughly $7,700 to $19,000. Again, 2 to 5% of the purchase price is what you can think about in closing costs. Keep in mind, if you're in the market for a home or above or below the price I just mentioned, your closing costs could be higher or lower. Make sure you're prepared to close. Freddie Mac provides great guidance and advice for home buyers, saying, quote, as you start your home buying journey, take the time to get a sense of all costs involved from your down payment to closing costs, unquote. Best way to do that is by partnering with a team of trusted real estate professionals. That gives you a group of experts to help you understand how much you'll need to save and what you'll need to prepare for. It also means you have go-to resources for any questions that pop up along the way. Bottom line, for the fees and payments you'll need to cover when you're closing on your home, it's important partnering with a local real estate professional and lender. You can get this guidance that you need and be able to make an educated decision. I will share with you that there is a lot of confusion in the marketplace right now. Lots of confusion. You're seeing a lot of things because of a lawsuit with the National Association of Realtors. I'm going to share with you a couple of things. If you are selling your house and you think that you're not going to be paying a buyer's agent fee, well, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You want to pay the buyer's agent fee. You want to encourage and incentivize buyer's agents to show your property. You want them to bring as many people as possible. The more people that come and look at your property, the more you're going to get for your property. Understand that. Now, maybe you're not going to run the money through the seller's agent or the seller's broker. Maybe it's going to go from escrow right to the buyer's broker. But you want to make sure you're doing that. Buyers, you want somebody representing you. It's not a matter of finding the house. That's easy. You can go online and find a house. What happens between the time you find the house you want and closing? That's what you're paying for. And the experience that the agent brings. You're not paying for, you can go and pay somebody that's a first timer or a discount service or an attorney. But how many homes have they navigated the request for repairs? How many homes have they dealt with appraisers to make sure you get the value that you need? How many homes have they looked at? Do they understand your needs and wants? How many homes have they looked at to understand the condition of the neighborhood, the schools? These are all issues that are coming from a great buyer's agent with experience. So buyers, yes, you want one. Personally, I don't think at this point in time I would sign a buyer's agreement, but that may change. It may become law that you have to have a buyer's agreement with the broker. But you also want to look and understand the numbers. It's all about the education. And if you don't spend the money, the likelihood is you're going to get what you pay for. If you think Education is expensive. Try ignorance. Just throwing that out there.